In Banjo Mystery number 2, you learned that you were the meat pendulum. That's how you soak up and create rhythm. In Banjo Mystery number 3, we will look at what's going on between the downbeats, in terms of how the forward roll must conform, how the rhythm bends your student roll into a performance roll that will sculpt and move the music through your fingers and into the banjo, which converts it all into sound. Let's stop for a minute and try to take a look at performance without the roll. Let's strip out the forward roll for a minute and see that performance can get along okay without it. You can perform with claw hammer, and you can perform with the older three-finger style of banjo. The old dude was just playing with pinches, plucks, and a square roll. By now you have learned a lot more than that. You've learned all your rolls and licks. Can you play better than him? That was Earl playing the forward roll. You don't have to be as good as Earl, but can you play that forward roll? If you can, then you can bail out. You've got everything under control. But if you can't, you might want to take a long look at what's going on in the rest of this video. I spent many years down the wrong road, and you don't want to do that. So pay attention, and you might be able to get some good direction here. The forward roll is now in the mix. Let's see how it grows from the student roll into the performance roll. Now we will trace out the steps that take you from the student's role to the performance role, so you can identify in your own situation the places where extra effort will pay off. If you can't play the role right, then nothing you play will sound right. But if you can play the role, then what you play will sound like bluegrass. We learned in Banjo Mystery number 1 that the melody has to accommodate the rhythm. And in this Banjo Mystery, we learn how the roll also has to bow to the rhythm. Let's talk about phrasing. The easiest way is to address the vocal side of things. How to break the words into pieces, then phrase them by putting them back together again in a different way. We use spaces and slurs in between the syllables, and stretching or contracting the syllables. Slurs connect syllables. The hammer on, the slide, the pull off, the choke are called slurs. You have to choose the right spaces and connectors. You can sculpt the banjo notes to sound like the vocalist. Not there yet, almost though. Now that we have learned to break up and connect syllables, we need a plan, a model to shape our roll patterns. Those patterns we worked so hard to learn. The performance roll is made by adjusting the roll to accommodate the rhythm. Let's use Lester Flat as our template. That's what Earl did.
There's a well-beaten path on this old mountainside where I wandered when I was a lad. And I wandered alone to the place I call home in those blue ridge hills far away. Oh, I love there's a well-beaten
Friend, right now you and your banjo are estranged. You can't make beautiful music together if you treat her like a cold fish. You must get physical. You must connect. You have to break through a barrier, and you are the barrier. The meat pendulum isn't putting out any rhythm, so train your body for rhythmic motion. If you don't have it by now, you must be very, very rusty, and you will have to work hard to get it. Play along, sing along, dance lessons, yoga, tai chi, gymnastics, ballet, rumba, zumba, trampoline. All these physical regimens grow your rhythm. They shake up a big bag of meat and fat and tune you up into a working machine. Physical exercises develop those psychosomatic and physiological connections that allow the music to grow and to flow into your banjo. This is the gift you must bring to your banjo. You are the banjo hero now, the fat bag, the meat pendulum, and you are ready to play her like the delicate musical instrument she is. Show her you love her. Having control of your body motion is the most important part of getting that bluegrass sound. Rhythm skills, performance skills are much more important than technique. All the technique in the world won't make a performance if the student lacks certain skills, skills not taught in the banjo classroom. This video by itself won't give you a performance role, but it will point you towards a solution, a prescription to follow, so to speak. It shines a light that takes away the mystery of the bluegrass role.